Bitcoin, the pioneering cryptocurrency, has captured the world's attention with its meteoric rise and captivating volatility. While its decentralized nature and disruptive potential hold undeniable allure, many investors remain hesitant to directly enter the crypto realm due to its inherent challenges. This is where BITO, the first and largest U.S. Bitcoin-linked exchange-traded fund, ETF, presents a compelling proposition. By analyzing BITO's unique structure, performance, and inherent advantages, we can unveil a gateway for investors seeking controlled exposure to Bitcoin's dynamic world. Demystifying BITO, structure and mechanics. Unlike traditional ETFs that hold the underlying asset, in this case, Bitcoin, BITO primarily invests in Bitcoin futures contracts. This approach offers several key advantages. Accessibility. BITO trades on regulated exchanges, accessible through conventional brokerage accounts. This eliminates the need for specialized crypto wallets or exchanges, simplifying access for traditional investors. Regulation and transparency. As an SEC-registered ETF, BITO operates within the confines of established financial regulations, offering greater transparency and investor protection compared to unregulated crypto exchanges. Reduced risks. BITO avoids the technical complexities and security risks associated with holding actual Bitcoin. Investors are not exposed to issues like private key loss or exchange hacks, which are prevalent in the crypto landscape. However, the futures-based structure also introduces certain nuances. Potential tracking deviation. Since BITO doesn't directly hold Bitcoin, its price may not perfectly mirror the underlying asset's spot price. This basis risk can lead to temporary deviations, though BITO has historically tracked Bitcoin relatively closely. Cost considerations. BITO incurs expenses associated with rolling over futures contracts, which are reflected in its expense ratio. Investors should compare BITO's expense ratio with other investment options before making a decision. Performance and volatility. Riding the Bitcoin wave. Since its October 2021 launch, BITO has closely tracked the overall trajectory of Bitcoin's price movements. This correlation highlights its effectiveness in providing investors with access to Bitcoin's return potential, within the familiar framework of traditional financial instruments. Notably, BITO has demonstrated resilience during periods of market volatility, offering a potentially smoother ride compared to direct Bitcoin exposure. However, it's crucial to remember that Bitcoin remains a highly volatile asset class. BITO's performance inherits this volatility, potentially amplifying it due to the leverage inherent in futures contracts. Investors should be prepared for significant price swings and have a strong risk tolerance before venturing into this territory. Understanding the investment advantages, a multifaceted approach. BITO's unique characteristics offer several compelling advantages for various investor profiles. Diversification. For traditional investors seeking diversification beyond traditional asset classes, BITO offers a measured entry point into the world of Bitcoin. Its correlation to other asset classes is generally low, potentially providing portfolio diversification benefits. Controlled exposure. Compared to directly buying Bitcoin, BITO provides a more controlled and regulated method of gaining exposure. This is ideal for risk-averse investors who appreciate the familiarity and security of traditional financial instruments. Short-term trading. BITO's liquidity and access through brokerage accounts make it suitable for short-term trading strategies focused on Bitcoin's price movements. However, this approach requires advanced risk management skills and a deep understanding of market dynamics. Beyond BITO, the evolving landscape of Bitcoin ETFs. BITO's success has paved the way for a blossoming landscape of Bitcoin ETFs. These new offerings, with diverse structures and underlying assets, cater to a wider range of investor needs and risk profiles. It's crucial for investors to research and compare various options based on their specific investment goals and risk tolerance. The emergence of physically backed Bitcoin ETFs, which directly hold the underlying asset, presents a different risk-reward profile compared to BITO. These ETFs offer closer tracking of Bitcoin's price, but may expose investors to additional storage and security risks. A caveat for aspiring investors: knowledge is power. Before venturing into the realm of Bitcoin ETFs, comprehensive research and a thorough understanding of the underlying risks are paramount. Investors should consider the following. Volatility. Bitcoin is a highly volatile asset class, and BITO inherits this volatility. Investors should be prepared for significant price swings and ensure their investment aligns with their risk tolerance. Regulation. While BITO operates within established regulations, the broader crypto space remains largely unregulated. Investors should stay informed about regulatory developments and potential risks associated with the wider crypto ecosystem. Fees and expenses. BITO's expense ratio, along with potential tracking deviations, can impact total returns. Investors should carefully compare expenses across different Bitcoin ETFs and investment options. Closing thoughts. BITO, a bridge between worlds. BITO represents a powerful innovation in the financial landscape, paving the way for wider institutional and individual participation in the burgeoning world of Bitcoin. By demystifying Bitcoin's volatile nature and offering access through a familiar framework, BITO empowers investors to cautiously explore this novel asset class within the security and transparency of regulated markets. However, it's essential to remember that this bridge comes with guardrails. Investors must approach BITO with a clear understanding of its inherent risks and complexities. Bitcoin's volatile nature should not be underestimated, and the nuances of futures-based exposure require careful consideration. Looking ahead, the future of BITO and similar offerings appears bright. As the digital asset landscape matures and regulations evolve, we can expect further refinement and diversification within the Bitcoin ETF space. This will undoubtedly cater to an even broader range of investors seeking controlled exposure to the revolutionary potential of Bitcoin. Ultimately, BITO serves as a valuable stepping stone for investors seeking to navigate the dynamic world of Bitcoin. By approaching it with knowledge, prudence, and a healthy dose of risk tolerance, investors can leverage BITO's advantages to reap potential rewards while navigating the ever-evolving digital asset frontier.